Here are some of the best wardrobe staples for summer. I talk a lot on my channel about clothing I regret, clothing I'm not gonna buy again. In today's video, I want to share with you clothing that I actually like and clothing I recommend. To make this video, I went back to what I wore last year. I went through a bunch of photos, mirror selfies, and whatnot, and I put together the clothing that I genuinely wore and repeat. I get asked a lot about summer style. How do I look cute when it's sweaty and hot outside? So in today's video, I'll show you the kind of things I wear to find a balance between practicality in the season and style. There's a mix of old and new, and I also have a few pieces from Petite Studio's summer collection. I'm showing a few items made from cotton and linen, and I'll be styling it later on in today's video. In these recommendation videos, we're all at different stages in building our wardrobe. But if you already have an amazing edit of summer pieces, this can just be styling inspo to resell pieces you own. And then of course, if you're looking for basics, these are some options that I recommend. Something I never regret buying for the summer and is like a core staple for me are stripes, are plaids, are ginghams, and these versatile summer prints. These are some of the most timeless things in summer because I just can't see a stripe without thinking nautical and the summer season. I love this one so much that not only is it what I wear all the time in summer, but I've also influenced my mum to become a stripe lover as well. She's in stripes every day now because she's got a couple of pieces that she repeats all the time. Today I'm wearing this slightly unflattering, extremely comfortable linen striped top. This one is from Mango. It's 100% linen and I really like the material of this one. It's very boxy. I wouldn't wear it if I wanted something very flattering, but for comfort, for ease, I love the silhouette of this. There's a lot of room for like airflow to happen. It feels very cool and practical in summer. I live in Australia, it gets very hot in the summer. This is the kind of thing that I will genuinely wear. Every summer, I always take a look at Mango for their summer pieces because they do a lot of things in 100% linen. This is another one of their summer linen pieces. It's just very simple construction with a good fabric. These are both really great pieces to add that color, add that fun print into your summer wardrobe. But at the same time, they're not super loud, so you can style them again and again with everything you own. This is one of the oldest pieces I own in my wardrobe, and it may not look summery. However, this is my summer sweatshirt or my summer knit. Because it's 100% cotton, I just bring this with me whenever I need a layering piece in the summer. Easy to care for, easy to wash, and cotton so it's not too heavy. Since we're talking about stripes, another recommendation I have is Uniqlo. They do a lot of stripes and they do it well, usually in 100% cotton. So things like this, like mini tank top, the t-shirt version of this I own, and these tank tops are also really lovely in a simple stripe. I also love that they have these linen cotton blend shorts. I know that these are going to be fairly lightweight, but you know, that's perfect for the summer, for something casual. And then we can't go past like a simple Airism t-shirt. These are probably my top picks in this category. Something I was obsessed with last summer was finding my best pieces and then repeating them all the time throughout the season. So when I think of last summer, I wore this Douyin dress all the time. This is the Douyin Liane, and I just felt like it was so flattering, so I wore it literally 3 times a week the whole summer. I wore it casually, I wore it to fancier things. I just wore it and styled it all the time. They did this style last year and I feel like they may bring it back because it's pretty common kind of silhouette for them. But Douyin also makes the Liane style, which is very similar if you're looking for a really great white dress. I feel like with a white dress, I justify this one because I love the fit. I feel like their attention to detail is really great, but there are also a lot of places that make a really great white dress. I've seen a few at Aritzia. So we don't have Aritzia in Australia, but I was recently looking on their website and they make a few different styles that I feel like are all similar to the Douyin Liane. And then the other white dress, or rather like cream dress that I wore was the Cezanne Emmy. This is the opposite. This is very simple. T-shirt style, very casual, very straight, kind of up and down, but I just felt very elegant in this simple shape. The power of a good white dress is that it's my base. I can turn this into anything and I can dress it up, I can dress it down. This is my outfit formula in the summer. On the topic of dresses, I also have this white dress in a shorter length from Petite Studios. This part of the video is a partnership with Petite Studios. They're currently running a 25% off site-wide sale. So I'm going to show you my top picks. This dress is 100% cotton. I like that it's simple and you can wear it dressed up, dressed down in different ways. It's 100% cotton cotton on the outside. The lining is also 100% cotton. We've got really nice large pockets, which I can always appreciate in a dress. This dress also comes in a really beautiful bright green, if color is more your thing. I would say of today's video, these are my two favorite pieces from them because they're so simple, versatile, and easy to wear for the season. For today's video, I'm gonna show you what all the clothing looks like after the first wash. I think that first wash is really essential for clothes. It shows you the material and whether there's any shrinkage. It shows you the quality of the material. So you'll see everything after that first wash because I wanna make sure you guys have all the information if you're considering any of these pieces. I also really like this dress. This dress is a stunner. It's got the color blocking details. It's got the beautiful beads with the halter neck style. And I just think this dress is so flattering. This is not my kind of everyday dress, but for a special lunch, for a special dinner, event, I would 100% wear this, or even a holiday. This also has like really lovely functional pockets. Love that. And it's made from lyocell. Not surprisingly, they do some really great bottoms, especially if you're petite. Both the shorts and the pant fit great in terms of length, and the pant especially is quite cropped, which is amazing. My favorite of the two would be the shorts in this denim cotton material. 100% cotton, and it's a thicker cotton, so it feels quite sturdy and a little structured. I've styled this short with a couple of shirts in their current collection. So we've got striped shirts, we've got the pink one, we've got the green linen shirt, and they all look amazing with this short. Petite Studio is a small brand, and I love that they get better with every collection. So this time round, lots of natural fibers, lots of really lovely materials, and the shirts are no exception. I'm not even a huge shirt person, like shirts are not a classic for me. These fabrics are really lovely, and even I have enjoyed styling these this time round. Everything is 25% off on Petite Studio's site at the moment, and I'll link to all these pieces along with my sizing recommendations. So a couple of things run a little large, and I'll reference that down below. An absolute essential for summer are well-fitting base pieces, so whether that's a really nice t-shirt or a tank top. I love coming back here and showing you the same pieces every season because not only can I give you an update on the wear and tear, but I can also update you on the fact that they are still classics after years. These are the Uniqlo Airism kind of mini t-shirts. So having worn them all summer or winter or year as a layering piece, I can see a little bit of wear on the fabric, but I still feel the way it's held up has been really good. I still 100% recommend this after years. And then for my cotton recommendation, it's the mini t-shirt. Here's the thing, for my mum, she will never ever ever wear like a mini t-shirt, ever. So for her, she goes like 3 sizes up and she gets like a cropped loose fit t-shirt. For me, I like going 1 size up for something that is just a bit more relaxed. Not too tight, not too baby t-shirt in the look. So there's actually a lot of versatility in this style if you play around with the sizing. I wear the white the most, but I love that they do a range of colors. Whenever I want like a t-shirt in a different color, so I'm looking for like a pink t-shirt or like another color of t-shirt, I always go back to this style. One of my favorite pieces for summer are these Vuori tank tops. So these come with the bra inserts included. And the reason I love these is because it then allows me to wear certain necklines without thinking about the bra situation to go with it. I love a halter neck, and I usually don't wear it because it's kind of cumbersome to work out the strapless bra situation, but when it's included, it makes it so much easier to wear. I also find that activewear brands tend to create like very flattering silhouettes. So when I want something flattering, I'll go for this. When I want something loose, comfortable, and baggy, I'll choose what I'm wearing today. I have definitely been a creature of habit when it comes to hemlines. For the last 5 to 7 years I've been on YouTube, I have been a midi skirt girl. Sometimes going into maxi, but always long. In the last year, when I reflect on what I wear, I would say 30% of the time, I'm wearing short silhouettes, which is unheard of in the past. One of the major items that changed my summer style are these Reformation skirts. These I've worn more than anything else I've owned. I wear these in summer, I wear these in winter, and what I like is that it's very mini, but you've got the shorts underneath for more coverage. You can always just wear like black shorts underneath any skirt you own, but there is something about them being together that just feels extra easy. This item is a little older now, so there aren't many sizes left. So if you're looking for a skirt or you're wanting to try on a shorter hemline, I would recommend activewear brands Lululemon, Aloe, because they do a lot of skirts with a shorts liner on the inside. Or they'll do skirts and a variety of options here. They're usually simple, they're usually comfortable and stretchy, and they have the shorts liner. So there are a few options here that I really like. The Lululemon Align skirt I actually have in a grey. I feel like, to be honest, as you go into the colors, it starts to look a little bit more sporty. But if you are just going for simple plain black, I think it will be very classic to work into your everyday summer outfits. I would say I not only wore this skirt a lot, it also kind of changed my style because it reintroduced the shorter hemline back into my wardrobe. I still love a long hemline more, but now it's in the rotation and I reach for it very often. And then with long skirts, a skirt I've owned for 3+ years, I still wear once a week maybe, is the Cezanne Sandy skirt. This is a simple bias skirt in a black and white floral print. I can't get enough of this. The sad thing is that I feel like Cezanne doesn't seem to make the Sandy skirt in many patterns anymore. They've got some in their archive sales, but it doesn't seem to be a staple for them anymore, which is upsetting because I think this is one of the best skirts they've done. Something bias cut, like very flattering fitted, is a skirt silhouette I love for summer. But then at the same time, I also like straighter, slightly looser skirts that don't have too much volume. When skirts have too much volume, shoes become an issue for me. When it's very puffy and I wear like a very flat, comfortable shoe, sometimes it's just too bottom heavy. So I like my skirts to be a bit straighter to balance out the comfortable shoes I like to wear. I've seen a lot of really good straight skirt options from brands like Posse, from brands like Arquette, and Lover Stories do a good one every so often. Cezanne's Piero skirt, I didn't love it in the brown, but in like a classic black, I would enjoy that. And I also have this skirt, which I wore a lot last summer. This is in a cotton linen, and just a very simple, more straight fit. So it works with a lot of my shoes. We talked about prints at the start, but let's go back to prints for a moment. I love prints, as I already said, but something I've learned to balance in my summer prints is finding options that are fun and exciting, but ultimately not too bold. For someone with more adventurous style, with more experimental, fun style, you can go a lot bolder than I do. But for me, I just know when I go bolder than a simple floral, or a simple stripe, I don't end up wearing them long term. I love it in the moment, but come next year, come the year after, I usually don't end up repeating them as often. So with that in mind, the prints I've gone for now tend to be pretty simple and nothing too extravagant. When I look at what I wore last year, previous years, it's basic prints like a simple floral with like a pop of yellow that I genuinely wear year after year. And then anything really, really unique. I love it in the moment, but it's not repeated as often. So keeping that in mind, these are the prints that I will continue to gravitate towards, as opposed to these options from my past. I really love this paisley print scarf because I can tie it to my hair, I can tie it on a bag, I can wear it as a necktie. There are so many ways to add this to an outfit that if my outfit is really boring, this is the accessory I can rely on. These are cotton, they're quite simple, and it's just like an affordable, easy way to make any white t-shirt outfit that much better. This is from last year. I purchased 2 of these from Mango, one in black, one in red, and I've used them in various ways when I style my summer outfits. In a lot of the outfits today, I wore these Balzac sandals. So these are just a very cute minimal strap sandal, but it has enough support on the sides. It has a small heel for a little bit of height, but it's still very walkable in. As long as I'm not doing hours and hours of walking, I feel like these are a really great option for summer. I love a block heel so much. It just gives me so much confidence to have like a little bit more height. And I love styling a block heel because it just creates a better proportion for some of the more voluminous things I like to wear. On the first wear, there was definitely something digging into me slightly, but from then onwards, it's been great. And I like that it has the straps to hold your foot in so your foot's not like working that hard in this shoe. My other shoe that I've been wearing a lot, no matter if it's summer or winter, is my loafer. It's so funny because I've owned these loafers for years and I've recently just fallen back in love with loafers wearing a sock and a loafer, and I've really enjoyed this combination. I wore it from summer all the way to now in winter. These loafers are from Tod's. They're a few years old now, so I don't even know if they make them anymore. If you're looking for a similar loafer, I really like the loafers from G.H. Bass. I think that's the name. Very classic. I've seen them in real life. They look really nice in quality as well. So if I were to do a loafer again, I would honestly get this pair. I'll go for something kind of classic, slightly chunky, and wear these from summer to winter. I tend to be really repetitive with my shoes, so these are honestly my two recommendations. I'm pretty simple when it comes to shoes. I've had a major obsession with two particular kind of bags. One of them is a straw bag. This is my little straw bag from Rouge. This is their Sebastian style, and it's just a simple straw bag with a really pretty pop of cobalt blue. I've loved styling this. I've gotten so many questions as well, and this is a piece I think is just so chic for summer. I will say that it's best as a top handle. It kind of slides over my shoulder because I'm quite petite, but if you're a taller or if you're wearing a jacket, it may not go over the shoulder. So keep that in mind, but I love this bag. The other thing I've really loved is a canvas bag, like a canvas leather combination bag. I have this one from Oleada. I've also had this Solmont bag that my mum is currently using, and she gets compliments on this bag every time she uses it. I think these bags just create a lot of lightness in an outfit. It has that simple, light look as opposed to leather in the summer. So if you're looking for a casual summer bag, and maybe the straw bag is too casual for your lifestyle, then I would say a canvas bag can give you that same light, summery feel, but it looks a bit more polished. You could wear this to work, you could wear this on the weekends. Has a lot of range. I think it might be having a moment right now because so many brands are making this style of bag, but I'm here for it. I really like it styled into summer outfits. Throughout today's video, something has been extremely clear to me. All of the clothing that I never regret, all of the clothing that I continue to recommend are pieces that are simple. They have nice details, they're well constructed, they're in nice fabrics, but they're ultimately simple. And I find that with something like this broidery t-shirt, which I love, these pieces, as I wear them, as I style them, I start to love them more and more because I see how they can combine together to create really unique everyday outfits. So I start off really liking them, and then I actually love them as I wear them more and more. On the other hand, when I go for clothing pieces that are too complicated, I start off obsessed with them, but then as I wear them, I like them less and less because I start to get bored of the details. So just knowing that and using that information to select my summer clothes means that I'm just making better decisions and choosing clothing that lasts longer. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm so grateful for your support. I will link to all of these pieces down below along with sizing recommendations. If you'd like to shop any of the Petite Studio pieces, they will be linked down below also, and there is a 25% off sale going on right now. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you'd like to know about the clothing that I don't recommend, clothing that I always regret, you can watch my last video up above. Have an incredible few days, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.